So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. So that's got things underway. Santos have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Rice. He's got away. He's had it taken off him. And we have our very first corner. Rice with the short one. Alexander-Arnold. Bangladesh have the chance to go the other way. It's a searching pass. Now it's Bergkamp. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, and without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for it.
Aubameyang! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Searching pass he's played there. That's a shade optimistic. And that was very necessary. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. And it's hoisted clear. No, he's not getting any further than that. Well, there's the clearance. Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Nice interception, well timed. No, he's just misjudged that one. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicely weighted ball. In with the challenge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bangladesh are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Laporte clears without hesitation. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. Camavinga. Now it's Saka. And he's managed to get free. Now the delivery. Terrific effort! It's there! And we have liftoff! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Bangladesh have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, He's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's been played through. He's had a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish right from the top drawer! And that is goal number 20.
After 28
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking for a runner. That has been cut short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great vision. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Aubameyang. He is through here. Aubameyang. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, it's come loose. Backward it goes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Fernandez will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Alexander-Arnold. Great ball if he can get there. It's Bergkamp! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Santos have their second corner now. Rice plays it short, and he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold. Laporte spots it and intercepts. That pass isn't the best. Bergkamp. Pass somewhat off target. And that is out of play. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Bangladesh really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Bangladesh sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So off we go again. Nicked it back promptly. Aimed beyond the defence. Akanji. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Fernandez. Pass is just off target. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's well spotted. Rooney. Well, they've got it again. Rodri, played into space. That has not gone well. Yamal. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Plenty to aim at here. Decent chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge.
Saka! And it's been hooked away. Raya clears. Mbappe! Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's had it nicked away. And now they can clear their lines.
The attendances for this match is 61,052.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Please turn your attention to the screen for the latest travel information from stations around the stadium.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. Modric. Van Dijk cuts it out. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Messi. Out towards the flank. Bullish header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that has not gone well. That's a cute ball.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Yamal. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed to gift it back. Conte. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Ambitious ball here. Great vision. Mbappe is flagged offside. What a throw in. And he whips it in. That's a good, real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Yamal. That has ended up in no man's land. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can get that clear.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Saka. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi succumbs to the pressure. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Casillas claims comfortably. Arsenal have a free kick. Nuno Mendes. No, he refuses to take the bait. A probing pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Saka. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Oh, it's a great ball. Takes a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Bangladesh really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Sabani. Rodri. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Saka. Now this could be a chance. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. He's found the way, and he shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter.
And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So, into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Rice! Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Luis Suarez. He's in, must be! Oh, great keeping, snaffled out the danger.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That has been slung wide. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Goalless still, on either side really getting onto the front foot. Now he's got space here. Kante cuts it out. He's picked his way through. And Messi!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rice. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pinches it off him. Saka. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Tries to pass it through. It's a pretty loose pass. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Laporte cuts out the pass. And he thumps it clear. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely shaped ball. Knocks it into space. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And the pass is intercepted. 75 minutes played. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that...
Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. Searching pass he's played there. And here's Messi. Mbappe is onto this. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. That's an imaginative pass. Van Dijk tries to clear. So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Rui Costa getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Number 6, Lamine Yamal.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And a chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Yamal, the man with such great vision. That looks a good ball through. And that should get the job done.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Saka tries to play it through. Oh, that was vital. And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side.
Caros espectadores, bem-vindos a este jogo.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Porto have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team...
Shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Referee has just said play on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now this could be a chance.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, he's taken it. Alexander-Arnold. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's been caught napping. Camavinga tries to clear. And he's forced to go back. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Sabani. Not the most convincing of passes. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking...
Mbappe! He's delivered all right! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Bangladesh have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Hato. Oh, sweet feet. Great work on the overlap. Hato has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Messi is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Havertz! Harmlessly behind. Puyol is there and he can pick it up. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Palmer, and they've got rid, and that's been won straight back.
Porto really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Nicked it back promptly. Camavinga pings in across. That's a decent clearance. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Great vision. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Alexander-Arnold. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Camavinga. Sabani. Great ball if he can get there. Hato. And Kvaratskhelia. No way through there. Mbappe! Fernandes. Palmer. He's had it taken off him. Rice. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a wide position. Senesi wins the duel this time. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fernandes. Rice gets a foot in here. Rice with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He's on it, can he get away? Senesi gets across and deals with it. Mbappe. Well, that pass isn't the best. Alexander-Arnold. Palmer. And here's Havertz. No, that's been intercepted. Messi. Fernandes.
Vamos ter
Hato.
minuto de compensação.
Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. And he shoots! And he couldn't finish.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Tries to get it clear. And it's Rice. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Bangladesh looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going. Bangladesh couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Mbappe. Fernandes. He shifted it to the flank. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Played with finesse. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Palmer. Yamal. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Plays a sharp little ball here. Kvaratskhelia picks it up out wide. Oh, that's nice. And it's Messi. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Van Dijk gets it away. That's a throw. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Decent chance! It's a loose ball. He's having a pop! Oh, what has happened here?
Porto really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
substituição para o Porto. Número 7. Número 66. Número 8. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Oh, good ball, chance for a shot!
Número 24.
And he's managed to get
Número
rid.
23. Número 19.
Lookman. Oh, good take in a good area. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Big chance! Time and again they are repelled. He's having a hit! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Good ball, tries one from range! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Bumps him off, and the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Saka actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Can he finish? And that's in. And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first.
Aos 77 minutos de jogo.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Oh, super ball! Aguero, and smartly reclaimed. Ibrahimovic, looking for options for movement. Rui Costa! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
This looks promising. Hoist it in. That's really well cleared. But it's Thuram. Aguero. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Aguero. He's had it taken off him. Now, can they get him away? Great ball if he can get there. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through, and the shot! Goal! But that is not going to count.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. First quarter of an hour gone. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Thuram. That's a good foray he's making. Now it's Aguero. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Thuram. The ball has bounced loose now. Aguero. Here comes the... Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Pretty robust defending.
No foul, says the referee. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's in on goal! Solot was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That has been slung wide. Here's a chance for a shot! Fernandez. Aimed beyond the defence. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's in! Must be! Great chance! He's delivered all right! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Number 15, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where
It's Aguero! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Nigeria.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Nigeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Nigeria definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. He shifted it to the flank. Saka receives it in a... Saka! And it's Rice. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. Senesi spots it and intercepts. Fernandez. Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's found a way through. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Hangs one in.
Nigeria have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Thinks about the shot. And that is well cleared. And he's only too happy to take that back. And this is Aguero. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Van Bommel. Opts for safety. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Saka. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Bangladesh really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get...
Bangladesh do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So off we go then. Bangladesh must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Senesi getting this one clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Saka had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
That looks a good ball through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Messi. And here's Mbappe, and he's had it nicked away. But that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bangladesh with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chance! And there's his goal! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Bangladesh have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Oh, played right into his shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Messi with the short one. And this is Scholes. A lot of space ahead of him. It's Scholes! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. And here's Mbappe. And he was quick to react. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's had a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So that's 2 now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Forlan gets flagged offside. Messi.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Yamal. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Yamal. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Time and again they are repelled. Forlan is in a really good position out wide. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal! Scholes. To Messi. That has been slung wide.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Barcelona have it back and can go again. He's tries one from range. And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
In with the challenge. That's a cute ball. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Scholes engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's De Jong. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rooney makes a dash for it. Dahari, he's got away. Brilliantly cut out. And it's been hooked away. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Saliba. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Goes for the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
De Jong clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This is their second corner of the game.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Rooney. Looking to play him in. And there's green grass ahead of him. Dahari, he's through on goal here. And the keeper's done brilliantly to... The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Bangladesh firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So right back into the action. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely, now then. Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Senesi gets over and intercepts. He's had it taken off him. Van Dijk. Pacho. That pass has been well intercepted. Rooney. That's destined for the flank. Dahari, never the sort to be shot shy. And he's... Oh, what has happened? Decent chance! And that's in! Barcelona are back in business! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should...
Shot, surely! Dispatched clinically! And the message is clear. The only way is up. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And yes, it's him again.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
El dorsal 9.
Bangladesh with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. And he's managed. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Messi. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he is deftly away. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Senesi promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that's well seen too. Saliba. Not the most accurate pass. Van Dijk. Pacho. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Scholes. And that is a little undercooked. That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. But where it came from. Can he finish? Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Mbappe! Harmlessly behind. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Olise tries to play it through. Olise looking to receive it in space. That has not gone well.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. Scholes. Oh, easy pickings there. Now that looks a decent ball. Bangladesh, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Bangladesh really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now it's Olise. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Batistuta. And he's there to belt it away. The final seconds now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Saka. Now, can they get him away? And the referee brings it to a close. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Bangladesh really deserve full marks.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Bangladesh are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
He's picked his way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh no, what has happened here? Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's Royce. Now it's Diaz. He's cut it out. A lot shoots! Goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Bangladesh finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Always goal side. Royce under an awful lot of pressure. Look at the space here. Diaz! And that's in. 2, and we've barely begun here. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Nuno Mendes. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely weighted ball. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! It's in! Right back in the game!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that.
Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? Not a hint of offside here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's a decent clearance. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Senesi gets across to intercept that. Oh, good ball! And the shot! getting better and better. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Oh, super find.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Nuno Mendes.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Half an hour played now.
No way through. Now this could be a chance. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Knocks it into space. Now that looks a decent ball.
Royce.
Diaz is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
Totti. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And he plays one through. And he was alert to it. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal.
That looks a good ball through.
Madrid have it back and can go again. Now it's Mbappe. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Yamal. McAllister receives. Can he finish?
Saka.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? And a chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Mbappe. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So the action resumes.
Bangladesh really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Great chance! Oh, good finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Diaz, he's in a great position here. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance. Madrid have their second corner now.
Totti with the short one. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Casemiro makes the interception. Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. He's found a way, and Messi! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And it's in. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Mbappe! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable when he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
Bangladesh
Really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
looking for options for movement. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Now it's Diaz. He can run onto that. Oh, just skips past his man.
Van Dijk with a fine tackle.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And the shot! And he hits the net. They're back within reach. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Bangladesh may be down, but not out just yet.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Totti, looking for the run. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Nice looking ball. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Royce. Now it's Diaz. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, easy pickings there. So we have movement on both benches. So off he goes. He was the star turn and he's being received accordingly.
Listen, by taking him off now, the hat-trick hero gets a lovely ovation from the crowd, and I think the opposition will be just glad to see the back of him.
Opts to play it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
El dorsal 21, Agüero. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 8, Gerard. El dorsal 14,
James.
Kata. El dorsal 15.
Oh, that's a key interception. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And this is Hazard. He's on his own! He's had a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Good ball, good take. Azar. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Martinez claims comfortably.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Azar. Shot, and he shoots! And no mistake! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Madrid palpably stronger, better, superior. Real chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Senesi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, super! And the finish! He's got a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Madrid are having a ball here. Fernandez. Alexander-Arnold. Gerrard. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, well measured. He has a look up. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Akanji spots it and intercepts. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's running through. He's in, must be! Big chance! And it's in! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
Goal.
And that really is. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Drogba finds himself offside. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now, can they get him away?
Oh, really well played.
Now he's running away. And that is well cleared. And he's got... Here's a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Dani Olmo! Goal! Manchester United! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Bangladesh are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi is in a really good position. There's the shot! It is a fantastic goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2, and we've barely begun here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Martinez must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. It's Drogba! A whisker away from making it 4.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
First quarter of an hour gone. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Bangladesh are 3 down and sinking. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi. Pinches it off him. Well, there's the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Mateus. Saka. Tries to pass it through. Mateus. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's an imaginative pass. Dani Olmo. Looking for options for movement. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. That pass has been well intercepted. He's picked his way through. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. No, that's been intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saka. Oh, this is a very good run. That's an excellent interception. Koundé. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He's being urged to shoot. Silvestre. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Mateus. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe, and that's gone loose. That is ended up in no man's land. The message is clear, none shall pass. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's put paid to the danger. And he's managed to gift it back. In by Messi.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Oh, the clearance is short. Rice. Good read, needed to be. Koundé. O'Shea. Mateus. Pass somewhat off target. Mateus. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Have been indicated.
He's gone for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And here's Mbappe. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross in.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Virgil van Dijk. Number 6, Lamine Yamal.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Kylian Mbappe.
Bangladesh changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score.
Number 24.
I was going to be disappointed with that. Bangladesh do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, he's having a go! And the volley. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now the ball in. Now it's Messi. Can he get onto this? That has been cut short. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rice. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Vinicius Junior!
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Tries a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Laporte, pressing high and with purpose. Could be danger here, and he's found a way past. Drogba. So much time and space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. He's shifting through the gears here.